Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Death Battle. Yeah, with the new season, well, being on Kickstarter, I figured I'd start getting some old episodes I haven't really gotten to. First up, it's a battle between these two ladies that turned a new leaf in a way. They'll get their sanity. It's Harley Quinn versus Jinx. So, not too sure where this battle's gonna go, so you want to stop in and see what happens? So be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Here we go. Here we go.
Harley Quinn, DC's fantabulous anti-hero.
Jinx, the loose cannon of League of Legends.
We live in a society that adheres to strict laws and norms, but these two ladies turn that system on its head with their wild enthusiasm for destruction and chaos.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's see who's first. Oh,
born to a middle-class family in the heart of Brooklyn, USA, Harleen Quinzel had long lived a life of mediocrity. She had embarrassing parents, annoying siblings,
and a high school life that sucked. Even more than, like, the normal ones.
She never quite felt like she fit in anywhere. But despite this, Harley knew she was destined for greatness.
So, inspired by a childhood crush turned psychotic murderer, Harleen spent years training to be a world-renowned criminal psychiatrist, eventually traveling to Gotham City's infamous Arkham Asylum to research the most dangerous criminals on the planet, like Batman's arch-nemesis, the Joker.
But after analyzing the Joker and his horrific, unspeakable history as a homicidal clown, and Jared Leto, she came to realize one truth.
The Joker was actually a misunderstood angel squashed down by an unjust society and wrongfully harassed by that son of a bitch Batman.
This was the first.
Yeah, basically, here, basically, Harley got gaslit by the Joker to sympathize with him. Yeah. I'm not kidding. She was supposed to be the psychologist. Joker pretty much did the same thing to her. Yeesh. You gotta feel bad for Harley. Like, her first boyfriend pretty much turned out to be a killer, and now she's falling in love with another one who's equally even more dangerous. Like, sheesh. I mean, nowadays, you gotta be glad she's kind of out of the Joker's thumb nowadays. Unless she did go... I don't know. I haven't read the comics yet, so I don't know how she is doing right now. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if DC just put her back with Joker, but I mean, I hope not, because, yeesh. Anyway.
Of the Joker's many manipulations, leading Harleen to see a warped reflection of herself through him, culminating in her breaking him out of prison, bleaching her skin via chemical vat baptism, and joining him on his life of crime,
similar method
descending into love like madness and reborn as the fantastic Harley Quinn.
And she was packing plenty of tools of maniacal mayhem, including her iconic hammer,
mallet,
electric fingers, and bombs of all shapes and sizes, like the dreaded banana cream pie, the most evil of all pie flavors.
When she wants to get around quickly, she can use her handy-dandy pogo stick, which she straps rockets to. That doesn't seem safe.
Still have that?
Speaking of unsafe, Harley's most versatile
tool
is her pop gun, a rotating revolver with special ammo rounds, like a boxing glove. Whoa!
Whoa! Close
Watch out!
And biting confetti. And did I mention explosive rounds, which...
Yeah, that's on you.
My leg is gone! Oh no! Oh wait, there he was. I'm fine.
You're bad for that.
I'm gonna go.
Harley combines her arsenal with unparalleled gymnastic skills, making her far deadlier than your average criminal. She can even keep up with experts like Deadshot and Catwoman, even Batman at times. The peak human superhero that can dodge lightning and survive this alien device exploding, which obliterated multiple city blocks.
Keep up, not to
I
pass,
think
so...
that's stretching the term peak human just a bit. But hey, he's the goddamn Batman, so we'll allow it.
Unfortunately for Harley, despite her unwavering loyalty to the Joker, their honeymoon period did not last. He spent years abusing her, physically and emotionally, tearing her down piece by piece.
Then, when he got bored, he strapped her to a friggin' rocket and launched her halfway across Gotham City. Guess that's one way to say, no, it's not you, it's me. Bye!
Harley was left alone in the wreckage, abandoned by the one person she dedicated her entire life to.
Until fellow villain Poison Ivy came by. She nursed Harley back to health, literally healing her from a damaged relationship. Ivy even
Huh,
gave
and
Harley a
apparently her
chemical
potion-
concoction that granted her superhuman strength and a healing factor.
I
Dang.
suppose a healthy relationship can sometimes feel like your own superpower in and of itself.
Yeah, and those two definitely seem like very good friends. Wink!
With Ivy at her side, Harley went on to
Yeah, and
rebuild
depends on
herself as
continuity.
a famous anti-hero, leading teams like the Gotham Sirens and Suicide Squad. She worked on developing new skills built around her own strengths rather than that of her past.
Like learning to use her lifelong knowledge of psychoanalysis to manipulate her foes mid-combat.
And creating tons of her own chemical concoctions, like tranquilizers and sleeping gases that can incapacitate metahumans. She even reverse engineered her former flame's trademark Joker Venom. This deadly substance excites the laughter centers in a person's brain and forces them to laugh until they suffocate.
Harley was clearly on top of the world, but nothing caps off self-improvement like a Rocky Balboa training montage. So Harley went to Themyscira of all places to get a combat internship with the Amazons, just like her favoriteest superhero, Wonder Woman. And imagine going from bashing random
what by
dudes in
brain
Gotham
goodness?
to fighting alongside immortal warrior goddesses.
She became agile enough to jump between skyscrapers and strong enough to rip an entire palm tree out of the ground with her bare hands. Based
So
on
like
the
a
size of
fully
the
grown
tree
one?
and the weight of an average palm by foot, that weighs about 600 pounds. And she can hold it one-handed, so her
Yeah,
actual
like
strength
this.
is probably at least twice as much.
Enough to lift a full-grown brown bear and throw it like a rag doll. Hell, her skills advanced so far, she was appointed a herald on the War World Apocalypse. You know, the planet
Go
ruled
Harley.
by the living embodiment of evil.
Dark side?
Even the actual personification of the DC
Oh.
editorial
Hi.
staff likes to call her in to help with tough jams.
As the years went on, Harley surprised literally everyone by transitioning from supervillain to superhero. She partnered up with other heroes, became a psychiatrist again, and legitimately started helping other vigilantes with trauma, like Jason Todd, who definitely needed that.
In fact, the Bat family she used to antagonize and ridicule eventually accepted her as kind of an extended
Cool.
member of their group, teaming up with her to save Gotham from her toxic ex. Good for her. Guess we're not going to talk about
Go,
when she
Harley.
went back to the Joker a couple times, huh?
In the end, she may be a little
Yeah, like I
nutty,
said,
but you'd be mad
she'll tend
not
to
to
slip
love
every now and again.
Harley Quinn.
And what do you expect? I mean, with Draymond, you tend to expect to fall back every now and again. Shush. Then again, it could be just DC writers. What are you gonna do? She's definitely got some strength behind her. Be able to keep up with Batman. That's a interesting feat. Well, let's see what Jinx has got it, since I don't play League of Legends, so I don't know what's going on going in. Let's go.
The world of Runeterra is a wondrous fantasy land
Runeterra.
of advanced technology, arcane magics, and legendary champions. But on its northern shores are two cities locked in political turmoil. For decades, Piltover's rich elite have exploited the undercity of Zaun, forcing workers into
Zaun?
unsafe conditions and brutalizing the populace with terrifying police enforcers.
Oh, so like New
That's
Jersey.
messed up.
You could have just said New Jersey.
Until one day, a wild, loose cannon would literally explode onto the scene.
On
She
News
gave
slash
those
Old
uptight
War, okay.
topsiders a taste of their own medicine, menacing its people with bombs, gunfire, and even more bombs. This was
Jinx,
Jinx.
baby.
Jinx destroyed Zeppelins, Jumanji'd the shit out of the local zoo, and switched the street signs. What a monster! Now those monkeys will never find their way back.
Only the enforcer, Violet, could hope to stop her. But even armed with massive gauntlets weighing over
Yeah, good
4,000
luck.
pounds each, Vi could not definitively overcome Jinx's magnificent arsenal of mechanical monstrosities.
Man, they're so evenly matched. It's almost like they're related.
Sister. You know what's up.
Anyway, Jinx can burst open
sorry.
birds with her trusty Zapper Shock pistol, turn enemies to Swiss cheese with her Pow Pow minigun, and blow bad guys to bits with her Flame Chomper grenades.
But Jinx's favorite weapon
Shot
is her
pistol,
Fishbones
grenades, and
rocket
rock-
launcher. So much so, she rides it like a rocket-powered pogo stick. Well, that seems even less safe.
Well, don't let her manic attitude fool you. Not only is Jinx tough enough to take a hit from Braum, a guy who can shake mountains with a punch, but she's wicked smart. Almost all her gear is custom
first
made.
time.
She's even recreated Hex Tech, funky science powered by magic crystals. Ooh.
Dang.
Including her hand.
Man, really gotta be impressed. Like, despite being the I'm insane, the geniuses underneath. Really goes to show you, be careful who you mess with, because you might be dealing with a secret genius. Gotta love it. Anyway,
Handheld teleportation device.
oh,
Oh, my bad.
whoopsie.
Is that League of Legends? What a coincidence.
Oh no!
Hold the phone. Are you talking about League of Legends over there? I love that game. I've got in more than 10,000 hours just in our college days, huh, buddy?
You were college buddies?
League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena game forged in the flames of LAN parties and salty gamer tears. Oh. And as any professional will tell you, to play the game well, you need to min-max your character's loadout with the best possible items.
Yeah, and the worst mistake you can make is being new. God, it's the midterms all over again. No, Boomstick, stay in your lane. What are you doing in the jungle? Stop it, feeder.
Jinx's ideal loadouts include Phantom Dancer, so she can phase through objects after landing a blow.
I'd like to phase out of this conversation.
Then there's the Quicksilver Sash,
Too
which
late.
protects her from status effects like sleep, paralysis, and poison. This includes forced actions, which make you do things you don't want to do. Hey, Boom, you want to pop into a match with your old Teemo from back in the day? I can set it up right now.
How about we move on to Arcane before I ram my foot up your ass?
Aw.
Jeez. Sorry, buddy.
So, there's
He's not
more
playing.
to Jinx than what the main games depict. Before her infamous tomfoolery, most people around Zaun knew her as an innocent young tinkerer named Powder.
Like pretty much everyone in the Undercity, Powder had it rough. She lost her parents in a conflict with enforcers, but had a bit of luck when she joined this cool foster family along with Vi, who was, gasp, her sister all along. If you're wondering what put soap in their opera, Vi was a total badass, and Powder was desperate to also prove herself to her newfound family. And then she made a mistake.
Seemingly abandoned, Powder was left in the hands of the most notorious drug kingpin around. Silco was not the father she needed, but the one she wanted, teaching her to turn her perceived weaknesses into her greatest strengths. Thus, she became Jinx.
Even when the sisters reunited years later, they couldn't fully reconcile, setting up the game
blame
of
'em?
cat and mouse in the game.
Jinx was an excellent rival, able to keep up with other skilled warriors like the bullet-dodging Echo, and survive the worst of Zaun's toxic environments, which can kill normal people in minutes. After a near-fatal explosion, she was also infused with Shimmer, a toxic strength and speed-enhancing drug that permanently altered her body's biochemistry.
But Shimmer's side effects intensified her prior trauma, making her much more unhinged and prone to attacking with lethal intent.
Inspiring her ultimate weapon, the Super Mega Death Rocket! This baby's been powered by both Hextech and its even more volatile cousin, Chemtech.
Chemtech.
That's even more explosive. I forgot how much I appreciated
Double
the
explosion.
explodey option. Anyway, both Hextech and Chemtech are comparable in power to natural magic.
On par with what a badass mage like Lux is able to cast, such as Lucent Singularity, which can totally body these big ol' rocks.
Measuring their width with Lux's height, we can determine she destroyed almost 13,000 tons of rock from 30 meters away.
Promotional trailers show Mega Death Rocket matching the speed and power of Lux's Final Spark, a much more powerful attack that fires a Kamehameha of natural light.
So her rocket is not only super strong, but super fast.
Super fast.
From powder to gunpowder, Silco couldn't be prouder.
But her violent streak grew grim until the day she met a particularly explosive Yordle. Ziggs bonded with her over their mutual passion for destruction, but his was more tempered. Control. Thanks to his wisdom, Jinx learned a little bit of restraint when it came to exploding things of a more fleshy nature.
Helping her tone down the wanton violence and recover some of her mental stability, like he's some kind of feline brand Jiminy Cricket.
And despite
Could be,
being
yeah.
on opposite sides of the bridge, Jinx and Vi remained sisters, ultimately still caring about each other in their own way, even if they were at odds more often than not.
Though you better believe that when things get boring and uptight, Jinx will
Yep,
be there
she
to
is com-
shake things up.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much that. Just, you better hope for a, violent day. Otherwise, Jinx is gonna come in and, well, mess it up. Well, considering these two, I don't know. I feel like Jinx might have a win here. If anyone asks, I don't remember how this battle went, so I don't know what's gonna happen. So, shall we see who wins? Let's see who's able to keep their sanity longer. Let's go.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for
a
Death
death
Battle!
You have to do it. Oh. Jinx is starting to show up. We're just having fun. Uh-oh. Now here comes Jinx. Wait.
exploding stuff. Ha! I like exploding stuff too.
Like your head.
With your head.
Oh, here we go. Whoa! What is Jinx's deal with the crows? No thanks! Batter up!
Look out! She's right behind you!
Thanks.
Aw, thanks, pal.
What? Hey!
Later!
Aww. Whoa. Oh boy.
You're a real firecracker. Got a light? Oh, sure thing.
Thank you. Eat up! What is this? Hey. And better nap! See ya! How's that not gone off yet? Oh, there it is.
Stop horsing around!
Seriously. Harley, go the other way. Oh, right. Ow.
Oh, nuts. Neat gizmo. Got any games? No! My save file!
That's so. Oh boy.
You made me run! You...
Okay, Fifth Element. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's unfortunate.
Bye! Woohoo! Oh. So, goes for her.
Sorry, Soldier 2, Dad. To make up for it, I got you some nice perfume.
Oh boy.
Ugh, smells like...
I don't think that's gonna end well.
Take that back. I'm crazy.
Oh boy.
I am a doctor, and you ain't crazy. You don't have that same smile.
Uh-oh.
I don't need a second opinion.
Oh, caught. Ooh, woof. Got a feeling. Her biggest thing was the toxin. And ouch.
Wait, don't you want to get in close and savor my emotions as you deliver the final kill? Nah, bye.
Ugh, sorry, Harley. Woof. Sheesh. Oh, Harley.
Don't just stand there, Jinx. You just want a free teddy bear. What if it's Timbers?
This was a complicated fight
Yeah,
with
no
far
kidding,
more
look at
factors
that.
to consider than at first blush.
Shouldn't be able
Harley
to
had more
fight
direct
back.
combat experience against superpowered beings, along with better training.
But Jinx's physical power, diabolical weaponry, and assortment of items were just
What?
enough to roast this Harley
Down a
Quinn.
minute.
While Harley lifting
Sorry.
over 1,200 pounds is impressive, Jinx can compete with Vi, whose gauntlets weigh 8 times that in the game.
And Jinx can take hits from a guy who can shake mountains. A bit beyond Harley's level of strength.
Harley may have been more naturally acrobatic, but Jinx's hex tech and intangibility matched and outclassed that mobility. The teleporting tablet alone could control the entire fight, since Jinx could send herself or Harley just about anywhere.
And while Harley had a moderate healing factor, she's never regenerated entire body parts before. So a big enough kaboom would definitely kill her. And Jinx's weapons were strong enough to do just that. In order to destroy over 13,000 tons of rock from such a distance, Lux's magic explosion would need a yield of about 20 kilotons of TNT.
And Jinx's hex tech and chem tech are similar to Lux's magic in speed and power.
Even if we scale Harley's durability to Batman surviving this massive explosion, the potency of Jinx's weaponry outpaces it more than 300 times.
Sure, Harley
that's
is
big
legitimately intelligent, intelligent, but so is Jinx, as evidenced by her inventions and routinely outwitting Vi and her task force. Plus, Jinx is typically distrusting of people she's just met, so Harley's potential mind games were likely to fall on skeptical ears.
Jinx was much more likely to shoot first and ask questions later.
Now, Harley still had her wide array of poisons and chemical agents, like the Joker Venom, which would kill most opponents in minutes. However, after living her whole life in the toxic cesspool of Zon, her tolerance for poisons is clearly much higher than a normal person. Not to mention, the Quicksilver Sash could simply end any unwanted effect on her. Ultimately, Harley couldn't stand up to Jinx's physical power, superior technology, or overwhelmingly explosive arsenal.
Yeah, all those counters,
around
and Harley
only
got
to get
nothing.
her bell rung by someone out of her league.
The winner
is Jinx. Well, there you go. Zon takes this one. And Jinx takes the win. Sorry, Harley. Just gonna compete. Seems like a stomp more like it. Ouch. Well, anyway. Let me know what you guys think of the results. Agree? Disagree? I gotta go grab some dinner. Adios.